Hi Pookies. So I feel like I haven't done a story time on my page in months. So let's switch it up a little bit, and today we're going to do a story time. So we're going to do a story time on the time that I was lured into a fight by my friend from college. So when I was in college, I had this friend, and we used to hang out together all the time. She had this boyfriend that was constantly cheating on her, but she would always go back. So one day I'm on at her house, and we're hanging out at her house eating macaroni and cheese, and she goes, let's pull up on let's call him Jake. She's like, let's pull up on Jake. I feel like he's cheating on me. He's not answering the phone, and I want to see what he's doing. Let's go to his house. And I was like, well, how do you know he's even there? And she was like, yeah, I just feel it. I know he's there. And I'm like, okay. So I'm not one to be like, no, I'm not gonna pull up on your nigga, because y'all know I will pull up. A bitch like me, I get to the field, I pull up. I don't even ask somebody to come with me. I'm just at your house knocking on your door. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So we get in her car, we drive the 25 minutes that it is from her house to his house. And so when we pull up, there are the usual cars that are always in his driveway, but then there are a couple of additional cars. And at first that threw me for a loop, because I'm like, why is there 7 fucking cars out here? Like, and I'm like, okay, that's a little weird. And so one of the cars had a bumper sticker that said something that was like, it's one of the sororities. It had a sorority bumper sticker on the back. And so she was like, oh yeah, so he's cheating on me. So I'm like, yeah, bitch, we done got him. We got him. He's a cheater. He's a cheater. Go ahead and take a picture, and then we gonna leave. We gonna send it to him. Maybe go get some Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? And y'all handle this at a later time. She jumps out the car, and I'm like, okay, she must be going to take the picture. Except she didn't take her phone, and so she walks off, and she goes to stand by the garage door, and I could hear her like listening to something, and I'm like, this is getting a little weird. So she comes back in, and she's like, come on, let's go, let's knock on the door. And I'm like, I don't really know if we should do that. Like, we don't really know who's in there. Like how do we know that the Siki ain't in there? Like how do we know Sharkeisha not in there? Like, how do we know he ain't back there with John Cena, Ted Bundy? We don't know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't think we should go back there, because we don't even know what we're getting ourselves into. You know what I'm saying? But she's like, no, it's cool. It's cool. Let's go knock on the door. So I get out the car, and we walk around the car, and I think we're heading to the front door, but she takes me to the side of the house. There's like a fence there, and there's like a path to the backyard. So she takes me to the side of the house, and we start going through the fence, and I'm like, this is not the front door, but I've never been in his house before. So I'm like, maybe they use the side door or something. So at this point, I'm like, oh, okay, this is getting really weird. So she opens the fence, and we start walking the path to the backyard. So it's like fence, house, and then there's a path to the backyard, and then it opens up to the backyard. So we're walking, and as we're walking, I start hearing music, laughter, voices of men and women, and I'm like, my stomach dropped to my ass. I was like, oh, wait, I don't think we should be here. Like, at this point, it's like breaking and entering. Like, at this point, we're trespassing. Like, I don't know what's back there or what they got for us. I don't think we should be doing surprise pop-ups. You know what I'm saying? So we hit the corner, and I think once we got close to the corner, they could hear our footsteps because everybody stopped talking. So we hit the corner and around the corner, the women were in bathing suits dancing, because he has a pool back there. I guess they're having some kind of pool party. The women were in bathing suits, and they were dancing on the men, holding bottles of liquor, and they were all just getting busy, dancing, twerking, doing all that. So she hits the corner, and you can see his face drop immediately. And I'm like, I get this pit in my stomach. I'm like, this is not gonna fucking go well. Like, I don't think I should have came with this crazy bitch. Like, I should have stayed home. And so she walks up to him, and she's like, this is what we're doing now. This is what we're doing now. I'm calling you not answering this because you over here having an orgy. And she's going in on him, and he's sitting in one of those like plastic lawn chairs. So she's pushing him, and he falls out the lawn chair. Once he falls out the lawn chair, the girl that was dancing on him goes to help him get up, and this bitch just starts swinging on her. Like, I'm talking about in it. Like, she just starts swinging on her. Her other 2 friends had stood up, and they were like sitting there with their hands on their hips. And I already knew that these bitches are in go mode. So she's swinging, and I'm sitting here thinking, I'm like, do I step in? Like, or do I watch? Like, I don't know, because, like, you want one bitch, that leave me to fight the other 2 bitches? This is an unequal fight. You should have started swinging on 2 of them. I'm coming for you, and now you don't leave me to fight the other 2 bitches, and you only got 1 bitch. This is not a fair fight. You should have swung on all 3 of them. Now I gotta beat two. How am I beat 2 girls? I don't know them. What if they kill me? So I could feel the girls eyeing me because they're waiting for me to jump in so that they could jump me. I'm like, I need to make a decision here because I'm not willing to get jumped. So I did what any woman would do. I started beating her boyfriend ass because I just felt like I needed to distract the other woman from jumping on me. And, you know, the possibility that I could get my ass whooped by two women is higher than the possibility that this man is going to put his hands on me. I'm not really proud of it, but I start beating his ass. I start punching him. I start kicking him. So it's her on the girl and it is me on the man. I think my decision shocked everybody because everybody else just stood still. I'm like, mission accomplished. Okay, I'm not getting jumped. Everything's good. So his friends come over and they grab me first and they take me off of him. And then her friends and her start splitting up the fight again. As they're splitting it up, she turns and starts hitting the other friend. And I'm like, this bitch will not let it go. Like, we was almost finna get out of here scot-free. So now all three of them start to jump at her. So I'm like, I thought that I had gotten around this, but now I have to jump in. It's like, I don't like fighting with women because it's like, I don't want, they're gonna snatch my hair out my head, they're gonna scratch me, like, they're gonna beat me up. Like, no. They start getting to fighting. So obviously after they start jumping her, I have to jump in. So now we're fighting, fists are flying. It could have been 6 people out there. I think we got our ass towed up. We was towed out the frame because we were outnumbered and she should have known not to take her ass over there playing them games with all the people over there. So I don't really know what was happening. I couldn't see nothing. I'm just swinging. Fists are flying, elbows are pumping, and I think we're getting our ass towed up. I don't know because I can't really see. So all I know is I'm getting hit here. I'm getting hit there. At one point, I'm down on one knee. I don't know what's going on. So eventually the men break up the fight and he's like, yeah, you're a crazy, I'm finna call the police. She's like, you're not gonna call the police on me. We're in a relationship. I'm gonna tell them that you invited me over there. I have to literally grab this girl and be like, we need to leave. Because at this point, like, you don't piss me off. Like, I thought we were coming over here to take a picture. You know what I'm saying? Send it to him, do a little, I caught you. And now you out here. I done fought everybody out here at this point. Like, why would you invite me over here if you knew what you knew this was a setup? You knew what you was doing. So we end up leaving, getting in the car and leaving. And literally on our way home, he calls us and he calls her and he's like, are you okay? I'm sorry that happened. Like, come back. Let's talk about it. She does a U-turn. We didn't even make it to damn Chick-fil-A. She does a U-turn and we end up going back to his house. Everybody else is gone so that they could sit and talk. What you mean you don't have me out here fighting everybody and now you want to go back and talk to him? Yeah, that's the story of how I got lured over to this man's house to fight because she knew what she was doing. She knew it was going to turn into a fight. She just didn't want to tell me that because she knew I would have said, hell no, I ain't going. Are you kidding me? Do I look like I fight? Look at me clearly. I am not no fighter. I'm going to call the police, sir. Anyways.
Get ready with me while I tell you guys how my dad found out my stepmom went to another man's house by me. Earlier in this day, my dad and my stepmom had gotten into some sort of argument. I don't know why. But they basically weren't on speaking terms. So since they weren't on speaking terms, my stepmom decided that she wasn't going to tell him where she was going. And we had ended up going to the grocery store to grab a few things. But when we were getting back in the car to go straight home, we weren't going to go anywhere else, she got a phone call from her friend asking to come over to this man's house because she was also there. Since we were in the car, me and my brothers had heard her friend ask us if we could come over. We obviously wanted to go over because there was nothing really to do at home, so we wanted to go to the man's house because we knew his house had like a bunch of farm animals. My stepmom didn't want to go at first, but we kept begging her and her friend kept begging her, so she was kind of like pressured into it, which is no excuse, but we ended up going home to go put the groceries away, and then we ended up going straight to the man's house. And he lived in the same neighborhood as us, so like he wasn't far at all. Once we got there, we were there for 6 to 5 hours because everybody was having a good time and the little kids were busy, the adults were busy. We just decided to stay there until dark out. So on the way back home, she didn't tell us like, don't tell your dad this or anything. Like, I thought my dad knew. I didn't even know that they had gotten into an argument previously in the day, but yeah. The next day when my dad got home, my dad was working on a car and I decided to go help him. When I went to go help him, we were just talking, and I mentioned how we should get a goat. And I ended up just talking about this goat and like fun facts, and my dad had asked me where I got these fun facts from because it was unlike me to talk about this stuff. If you remember me talking about it, the man's house we went to the day before, he had a bunch of farm animals, and he ended up telling me these facts. So I thought my dad knew. So I told my dad, oh yeah, the man's house that we went to yesterday was telling me all these fun facts about a goat. My dad made a face, and he was like, what man's house? And I ended up just explaining to him all like the details, like why we went, where, how, and how long. He seemed concerned, but he kept working on the car, and once he made a face, I knew something he didn't. So my dad finishes the car that he's working on, and I kind of forget what he does, but a few minutes later, I hear a big slam, and my dad had gotten angry and slammed all the doors. Then I hear them arguing, and I take my brothers and me outside because I don't want them to hear them. I don't want my brothers to hear them arguing. But my brothers are obviously scared, and they're cold, and it's already late at night now. Like, not late at night, but it's already sunset. And yeah, so I decided to come inside. I came inside to grab a few things, like I'm pretty sure it was my phone and a blanket. I guess my brothers took that as an okay to come inside too, so they came inside, and they grabbed a blanket and a few stuffed animals because they were scared. We stay outside for a few more minutes, then I get a text message from my cousin basically asking what's going on and is everything's okay. Basically, I'm scared now because I have no idea what happened because me and my brothers are outside. But she ended up showing me a screenshot of what my stepmom had posted, and it was like, any good divorce lawyers in the state that we were in. So I guess my brothers found out. I don't know how. I think they peeked over my phone. But they started crying. I started crying because I felt like it was all my fault, which it kind of was, but yeah. Then a few minutes later, after I get those text messages from all my cousins, she ends up coming outside, and she asked, which of you guys tattled on me? I was scared, but I ended up saying that it was me because of what I had told you guys earlier about like the whole goat situation, and like how I was talking to my dad and how I thought he knew because, I mean, that's his wife. He should know everywhere that his wife is and stuff like that, like, and vice versa. Anyways, their whole argument ended up lasting 5 to 6 days. 5 to 6 days later, they ended up telling us that they weren't going to get a divorce anymore. But a few months later, when I decided to move out because a couple other things that happened to me that shouldn't have happened to me because of them, they decided to bring it back up again and say how it was all my fault and that I'm the reason that there's problems in their relationship. I don't know. But if you guys want more story times, let me know. Also, we did natural glam today. Okay, bye.
Story time about how I almost had to whoop my mom's ass today because she had me 50 shades of fucked up. So, y'all already know, like, Juneteenth, I tried to make some fish. We didn't have no fucking oil, so we went to the store to get some oil. We ended up not getting the fucking oil. Like, she was in the store fucking playing. This is why I hate going to the store with her ass. All she fucking do is play all fucking day. So she forget the fucking oil. Whatever. That was before we even got to the house. So we're leaving the fucking store. We're about to go home. We didn't take the car because the grocery store is like right across the street. Yada, yada, yada. So the bags are heavy, but we're in the car. We push it to the curb. Some nigga in the fucking car is talking about some yo. My name's not Yo, and I don't know nobody. Like, I'm literally in op territory. I don't fuck with nobody over here, so I'm not really conversing. And especially when I got shit to do. Like, I got all these bags, we got luck. I ain't talking to a fuck ass person. Like, get the fuck on. So she's talking about like, that guy's calling you. And I look at her and I say, I don't know him. So I don't really give a fuck what he's calling. I don't know that nigga, and I don't speak to people I don't know. You already know this. Why are you playing? Strike fucking one, because she already knows how I get. Like, I don't really be speaking to people I don't know. I watch too much true crime. I'm not taking no chances. So the nigga, like, still, like, yo, like, trying to get my attention. I'm like, she's like, he's calling. I'm like, bitch, I don't give a fuck who he's calling. I don't want to fucking talk to the nigga. Bitch, are y'all in cahoots? Like, what the fuck? I'm literally telling you, I don't want to fucking talk to him. I don't fucking know him. Stop telling me what the fuck that nigga in the fucking red car is doing. I don't give a fuck. Stop telling me. Like, literally ignore his ass and let's get the fuck on so we can go home. Like, I'm not in a fucking mood. So the nigga get out the fucking car. Mind you, I'm already walking. Like, I'm already leaving that spot to, like, go home. Her ass so fucking slow and did just staying there talk about the bag has a hole in it, so leave the fucking bag and I'll go get the bag and you walk and take your ass home. Like, what are you doing? Nigga come up, he's fake acting like he wanted to help, because my thing is this. First of all, if you really wanted to help, why the fuck did you not ask, hey, oh my god, do y'all need some help, or are y'all okay? You never once, you keep saying yo and trying to lure me to the fucking car. Clearly I don't want to go to your fucking car, and I'm already saying I don't want to go to the fucking car. Her dumb ass just sitting there like a deer in headlights saying, Cameron, bitch, why the fuck you say my name? So you just gonna give the killer my motherfucking name? Are you slow? Like, if I go upside your motherfucking head, would you get, like, why would you say my fucking name, bitch? So I tell her, get the fucking shit and go. Like, stop fucking talking to this nigga. Stop telling me about this nigga. I'm not getting in the fucking car with him. If you want to be the dumb, stupid bitch and get in his fucking car and get chopped up and put in a motherfucking bunker somewhere, you do that. But I don't got time to do that today. I want to fry this fucking fit. So we get into it. I cuss her ass smooth the fuck out because she had me 50 shades of fucked up. I do not know why the fuck. Like, I told your ass more than once I don't fucking know him and I don't want to fucking talk to him. And you keep... Okay. Calm down, because it's taking everything not to go downstairs and sock this bitch, because you really just gave the killer my fucking name. Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So after that, we get into it. We then realize we don't got the fucking oil. So she goes out, whatever. I'm like, I'm about to just go get the oil. Go get the fucking oil. I'm still agitated from what the fuck happened like 10 minutes ago, because it's like, why the fuck did you give the killer my name? Like, what the fuck is wrong with you? So then I like lose my keys in the fucking store because I'm fucking agitated. So then halfway through the house, I realize I don't got my motherfucking keys. So I'm like, hey, are you home? She's like, no, I'm at so-and-so's house. I thought you said you wasn't going to their fucking house. Because while we was into it, she said she wasn't going to go to their house. Now you at their house. Okay, so she's like, you want me to come home? No, I'll just break in, because I'm thinking the keys are in the house. I'm like, I'll just break in the fucking house to get my keys. So I hung up on her ass, broke in through the motherfucking house, ruined my fucking shorts, scratched my fucking knee. The dog just looking at me. Okay. So you just see a black nigga like break through the fucking window, you not gonna bark? I mean, yeah, you knew it's me, but could you act like you was on alert instead of like in the fucking chair that you're not supposed to be in watching Arthur? Oh, okay. So I go through the house and realize I don't got my fucking keys. I have to retrace my steps, and then I realize I left them at the fucking store. So then my mom is calling me, are you okay? What's going on? Bitch. No, I'm not okay. I had to go back to the motherfucking store. This is the third time I'm at this fucking store to get my keys that I would have not gotten had your dumb ass not given the killer my fucking name. So then we get to it again, and she's like, you're hostile. Well, yes. You gave the killer my fucking name. Are you slow? That nigga could have had a whole fucking gun, and here you are saying my full government. Bitch, what kind of shit is this? This is the equivalent to when you playing hide and seek with a motherfucker. They get found and they say, all right, guys, they found us. No, the fuck they didn't. He found you, bitch. Don't be saying I'm like, the killer was about to slice you the fuck up. Why you say my name? Especially because I told your ass to ignore him and walk before me. But no, you want to play slow, dumb, and ditzy. Bitch, I feel like you trying to set me up. I'd be batshit crazy if I, like, oh my god. Moral of the story, like, sometimes you just gonna have to leave a motherfucker in their tracks, because there's no way I told this bitch more than once. Go home. Walk. Ignore his ass. Go before me. You're old and you're in the way. Go before me. And you sit there conversing with the fucking killer, giving him my fucking name.
Who the fuck did I befriend? The amount of stories I have on this girl, I could make a 100-part series. I feel like the story I'm going to tell now is definitely not the craziest one, but it is definitely up there. I'm going to name this girl Amanda. Amanda was my best friend in high school, and we were best friends. It was me and another girl, and we were like a trio. We had a whole big friend group, but we were like a trio in the friend group. Me and Amanda got along, we hung out. I loved Amanda, she was my best friend. It was probably the second week of school, and I got a text from Amanda. Not a text, I got paragraphs from Amanda. Why she decided to drop me was because she did not get invited to a brunch, a senior brunch, and she thought it was my fault. A little backstory on this senior brunch. It wasn't our whole senior class, it was maybe half of our senior class. Amanda wanted to go to this brunch so bad because she just wanted everyone to like her. She wanted to be invited to everything. She cared way too much about what people thought about her. Like, that's just facts. After she sent me the whole paragraph, she literally blocked me on everything, so I couldn't respond to her. I went out of my way to text the girl who hosted the brunch, and I asked, was it my fault? She said no, it was not my fault. So she was just mad that she didn't get invited to something and blamed it on me. Okay, that's why we stopped being friends. She thought a senior brunch was more important than our friendship. The other girl in our trio, I'm gonna name her Lily. Me and her are still best friends, but I'll keep the names hidden, I guess. Me and Lily are still best friends, and Lily's still kind of friends with Amanda, but me and Lily were always the closest in the trio, and then Amanda was just there. Obviously, Lily's telling me some stuff that Amanda's saying about me because I couldn't communicate with Amanda. So that's just a little backstory on why our friendship ended. Now we can actually get to the real story. There's a football game at my school, and I have a new friend group now. I'm fine. Me and Lily are still friends, but Lily was not at the football game with me. It was my old friend group. We're leaving the football game, and Amanda was at this football game. So we're leaving the football game, we're walking back to my car, and how my school worked is you can park under a, like, my school was on a river and there's a bridge, and you park under the bridge. I'm walking from the stadium to the bridge. As we're walking, we see Amanda. We pass Amanda, or not pass Amanda, but Amanda's walking also under the bridge to her car. Amanda's with two of her friends. We pass Amanda, whatever, we don't say anything, she just gives us dirty looks, it's whatever. We see a bunch of our guy friends. So we stop, we talk to our guy friends for at least 15 minutes. Amanda goes under the bridge. This is a kind of important part of the story. Under the bridge, there's an exit right there. Nobody leaves and goes all the way around, because you can just leave right there. It's like the bridge, you leave right here, or you can go all the way around to the front of the school and leave that way, which nobody does that. You just leave right under the bridge, it's right there. Like, talking to our guy friends, and then finally, we start walking to my car under the bridge. Another person in the story that is important to the story is my best friend right now. She's literally my best friend to this day. I'm gonna name her Ryan. Ryan hates Amanda. We're about to get to, there's like a circle loop, and then we're going under the bridge. We're walking, whatever. Amanda's parked with her car on. Not parked, but waiting like to the side of the stop sign under the bridge where you like go out. Just sitting there. And I see it from a distance, so I see she's just sitting there. She can't see me yet, but I can see her just sitting with her car on, just like watching where I'm walking from. And I was like, why did Amanda not leave yet? It's been 15 minutes. Why is she just sitting there with her car on? The second Amanda sees us, she starts driving. She doesn't go out the exit where everyone goes. She starts driving towards us. My best friend Ryan literally just goes like this to Amanda. She's like, like, just being like, whatever, like, that's just what Ryan fucking does. Like, so Amanda proceeds to step on the gas and go so fast towards us. We're kind of in the middle of the road, like crossing, because you have to cross the street to go to the bridge, under the bridge. And Amanda fucking comes at us. Amanda is driving so fast, blasting music, coming straight at us. Like, is this bitch really gonna hit me? Amanda comes, and right before she like hits us, she swerves. She's going, I think it's like a 5-mile-per-hour speed limit. This bitch is going 30. We're all just like laughing, like, God, she's actually crazy. Like, why would you wait? Like, you really waited under the bridge for me just so you could do that, and like for what? Like, it's just sad at this point. The next day at school, I'm in class. The phone rings. My teacher goes, okay, Maggie, you need to go to the dean's office. I literally was like, what could I have done? And the teacher was like, you have to go to the dean's. I was just a little confused and like, did I do something? Like, I thought it was like AI, or like I got caught using like ChatGPT or something, like something stupid like that. Both of my advisors were deans, so it was kind of normal for me to like talk to them, because like they're my advisors. I see them every day. So I get in the office, they sit me down, they ask me what happened yesterday. what happened when you were walking under the bridge yesterday? I was like, how do y'all know that? I didn't tell y'all. Who told y'all? So they say, and I quote, you ran at Amanda's car and you tried to make her hit you. When they said that, God, I think there was actual steam coming out of my ears. I crashed out. I crashed out in the dean's office. I think I started rage crying because I was like, check the cameras, check the cameras, check the cameras. This is a lie. This is a lie. What the heck are you talking about? And they're like, it's okay, calm down. Like, we're gonna check the cameras, but we just wanted to hear your side of the story. I'm convinced that Amanda went to the dean's office and told them that I tried to run at her car and get hit by it because she thought that I was gonna snitch first. I think she was just really paranoid that I was gonna snitch because she knew she was in the wrong. She knew she tried to hit me with her car and she knew I was in the right and she was in the wrong. It gets better. They go on to say that my best friend Ryan flipped Amanda off and ran at her car as well. I didn't know this was flipping someone off, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. A couple days later, they come back to me and they say, okay, Ryan never flipped them off, but we can't really tell if Amanda tried to hit you with her car, so we're gonna say she didn't. Mind you, this girl also is connected with the school. If you donate, if you're connected, if you have a lot of money, you're not gonna get in trouble. This school would rather hide stuff than actually get people in trouble because they're scared of the people, the donators, the people who give the money to the school, the like notable people, whatever. They're scared of losing their reputation. So they'd rather hide stuff than actually get people in trouble. My parents come into school, her parents come into school. So much stuff went down. Like, my parents were gonna file a lawsuit against her and against the school. We ended up not doing it, and I just knew it would like create more problems if we did that. I know to this day she knows that she tried to hit me with her car. It's so like, not only did she try to hit me with her car, she waited for me. Like, that's just weird behavior. Like, why? Like, do you think about me that much that you need to wait under a bridge for me to walk just so I can see you? Like, it's giving stalker. I don't know. It's giving weird. It's giving jealousy. But that's one of the stories about my old best friend, Amanda.
Story time of probably one of the worst things I've ever done in my life, where me and my friends got stuck in the Moly Ocean on a boat and had to get saved by 2 random guys on jet skis. Just talking about it gives me chills because I just want to trauma block it out. Anyways, it all started freshman year spring break. I took 2 of my best friends to my grandma's Florida house in Naples. And I have cousins down there who actually like live there, so they have a house and everything, and they have all these like boats, jet skis, scooter things. And there's a cousin who's my age and he's a boy, and so obviously we were like, we want to go hang out with him and his friends. And the first thing my grandma says was, that's okay, but like don't go on his boat, his jets, none of his like mobiles, because like I don't trust that. Like I don't trust freshman guys driving you around. And it was very convenient for us to hang out with him because he lived in the same neighborhood as my grandma, and they're like on the water. So obviously they have all these cool stuff, and we're like, oh, we want to go on it. So, but we told my grandma, I was like, oh no, we won't get on any of that stuff. I'm surprised she believed us. So we walk our way on over to his house, and there's like, it's me, my cousin, 2 of his friends, and 2 of my friends. And we were like, let's go on a boat because we're on the water. And we thought we were going to be getting into my cousin's boat, but we're actually getting into his friends who we don't know, into his boat, which is like a little smaller. So we're in the boat having a grand old time, and they're like, where do you guys want to go? And us 14-year-old girls whose frontal lobes obviously weren't developed were like, oh my god, like we should drive to Marco Island, which is like 30 minutes away in the car. So obviously I think it's longer, like way longer by boat. We were like, we have a friend there right now and we want to go see her, like take us to Marco Island. Also, we had dinner that night with my grandma, with everyone there, because my family was also like in the house with my grandma. We had dinner that night in probably 2 hours. And if it takes 30 minutes to get there by car, I don't get it. And the guys were like, oh, of course, we'll take you to see your friend. Like, we love Marco Island. And so we start driving there, and I'm a little iffy. Like, I'm like, wait, maybe we shouldn't be doing this, because I'm, like, kind of a goody too. She's like, I don't like getting in trouble. But, like, honestly valid, because we were staying at my grandma's house, and she had specifically told us not to even be on the boat. And I was like, I don't want to disrespect her and, like, her get mad at us. I don't know. I was freaking out. But internally, because I was like, I have to be cool. Like, I have to be cool. Like, yes, Marco Island. So all is going well. We even stopped at, like, a little island to go swimming, and we were tanning, and we were getting along with the guys. Like, it was fun. I mean, it was, like, a little awkward because we didn't really know them when we were awkward freshmen, but it was fine. And then we actually start, like, making our way over to Marco Island, and all is going well for probably about, like, 10 minutes, and then this little boat hits a sandbar. And the guy whose boat it was like, oh my god, no. Like, this happens all the time. Like, I just have to get out and push it. And we were like, okay. So we're sitting in the boat. He gets out. He pushes it. Gets off the sandbar. And everything's fine. And we're like, oh, great. That was easy. And then probably 5 minutes goes by. Maybe 10. And he hits another one. And we're like, oh, okay. Like, maybe he'll just get out and push it again. I don't remember exactly if he successfully got off of this one, but then we hit another one, or if it was this one that we hit where everything started to go downhill, but we hit a sandbar again, and he gets out to try and push it, and it's like not moving. So he, like, gets back into the boat, and he's like, like, literally, like, trying to start the motor, and the motor's, like, filling up with, or, like, sinking. Like, the motor is filling up with water, and we're, like, sinking in the middle of the ocean. Anyway, he's, like, calling his dad, trying to be like, he's like, oh, this happens all the time. Like, I just have to call my dad, and, like, he'll tell me what to do with the motor. So, like, me and my friends are sitting in the boat, and we're like, what is going on? And then I get a call from my older sister, and she's like, babe, where are you? Like, you've been gone for a couple hours. Like, we have dinner soon. And I was like, oh, like, no, like, nothing. Like, we're, like, in his boat, but, like, we're totally fine. Just, like, don't tell our grandma. And she was like, okay, like, just as long as you're home for dinner, like, I won't say anything. And in the background, she can probably hear the motor being, like, vroom, and, like, breaking. And I was like, no, like, we're totally good. We'll be back before dinner. I don't know how I kept it together on that call, but we were sitting on that sandbar for probably around 20 minutes, not getting anywhere. And I'm looking at our phone. We have dinner in, like, 20 minutes. And we're literally, like, 15 minutes away from his house. And I was like, okay, so the math isn't mathing. We're not going to be back on time. We are not going to be back on time, if we can even get the boat to start working. And then I remember my sister texting me a picture of my location, and we're literally in the middle of the ocean, and she's like, get back now. You are so stupid. I have no idea what you're doing. You're not going to make it back in time. Like, you guys are literally going to be sent home. Like, our grandma is going to be like, you guys need to go home. And this is when I start crying. Like, this is when it all goes downhill, because I'm like, we are going to be in so much trouble. We're literally going to get sent. Like, my grandma was nice enough to let us come, and we did the one thing she tells us not to do, and now we're in this situation. So anyways, I'm crying, and obviously the guys are like, okay, like, we need to get you guys home in time for dinner. And their grand idea was to call up their friends who have jet skis, and they were like, yo, you need to send over some rescue jet skis. Like, we need you stat. And I'm like, oh, like, jet skis, like, okay. I was literally pleading with them. I was like, whatever you can do to get us home. Like, if you have to drop us off, and we will run back home, which obviously that wouldn't have worked. But I was like, she's like, I will genuinely walk back. Like, swim to shore and walk back. But obviously that was not a good idea. So rescue jet skis it was. It probably took around, I don't know if I was there wrong, but probably like 10 minutes to get to us. And they pull up, and there's 2 jet skis. Like, one guy on a jet ski and another guy on a jet ski. And the first guy who pulled up was like, I only have room for one person. So I hopped on, because I was like, I feel like I need to get home first. Like, you guys can't walk into my grandma's house first and be like, hey, like, Bennett's not here. So I hop on the jet ski, and I'm like, whatever you have to do to get me home in literally 5 minutes, do it. So obviously he's like full speed. I don't even remember this guy's name, but I am on, like, holding him as tight as I can, and we are like booking it. And I'm sure the guys who were driving us in the boat were like, what are these girls' issues? Like, they took us this far out, and now they have to go back. Like, they're so annoying. Anyways, I'm on the jet ski. We're going, like, what feels like 100 miles an hour. And I feel my phone in my pocket start vibrating. And I was like, somebody's calling me. I get it. it's my sister again. I pick it up. Meanwhile, we're still going like 80 miles an hour. So I'm like holding onto this guy with one arm on the phone with my sister, and she's screaming at me. And now I'm sobbing in this guy's arms practically, who has no idea who I am. She was basically saying, you're not going to make it on time. Like, this is so embarrassing. Like, you're so bad for doing this. Like, Grandma literally told us not to do that. And you did it. And now you're going to prove her why. Basically, like, if you're not back in time for dinner, like, you're literally dead. And dinner was in, like, 5 minutes. I remember going so fast on the jet ski that my hat flew off. A new gift that my grandma had got me. Like, I was wearing the hat. Like, she had given it to me that day, and I wore it, and it flew off in the ocean. And I was like, great. And I lost my grandma's hat. But actually, my friends in the jet ski behind me swooped and picked it up. So that was, like, good. By the power of God, I don't know what happened, but we make it back to his house maybe, like, 2 minutes after we were supposed to be leaving for dinner, and my friends pull up a little after with my hat, thank God. And I'm a mess. I'm sobbing. My friends are like, what is your issue? And I'm with these guys who had just literally rescued us, sobbing, being like, all right, thanks for the ride. Now we have to run back home. Like, I think I genuinely Irish goodbyed them. Like, he pulled up to the dock. I probably jumped 8 feet from the dock. And I was like, thanks. Like, do you want to, like, thanks. We had also just left my cousin and his friends on the boat. Like, we were like, you guys figure it out. We have to go. Also, I forgot to mention, when the boat was, like, literally sinking, they were like, all right, you guys might have to get out of the boat because, like, it's sinking and we need to push it off. And we were like, oh, oh, okay. Like, in the middle of the ocean? How about no? Anyways, when we made it back to the dock, we literally sprinted home, which took 2 minutes with how fast we were running. Walked into the house, they had not left yet. Like, they were running late. Like, my family was running late to dinner. And we walked in and we were like, hey guys, we're back. We'll just take 5 minutes to change really quickly. Nobody said anything. Like, nobody said anything. Then we're back downstairs 5 minutes later, ready to go to dinner. Like, nothing ever happened. Like, we weren't just lost at sea. And, like, we're at dinner, and my sister's looking at me like this, because she knows exactly what just happened. But none of us said anything. So, yeah, we were proud of ourselves, because my grandma is not one to be messed with. And we were like, we got away with it. Let's go. Come to find out, like, 2 years later, she knew the entire time. She knew the entire story. She just chose not to say anything, because she was probably like, you embarrassed yourself enough. Anyways, you'll never catch me on a boat from Naples to Marco Island ever again. I really took the whole 10 minutes to tell this story, but yeah, hopefully you enjoyed that. But that's all.